I have mango and naseberry trees that have black soot on the leaves. How do I get rid of the black coating? I tried soapy water with all the natural ingredients without success. I would appreciate any assistance. And this is Grace from Central Florida. So can you provide Grace with some assistance, Celeste?
So this is kind of going back to what we talked about at the beginning of the episode with the black sooty mold forming on that honeydew. And so probably aphids or some other soft-bodied insect, right, that is feeding with that piercing, sucking type mouth parts and creating that black sooty mold. So, you know, they've tried soap, which was a good first attempt, right, because it is an insect that is causing this. You know, most people probably would go first to thinking that it was a fungal, you know, issue or something like that. So that was a good first attempt, but those soft-bodied insects can be so hard to control sometimes. And so bumping up to some other types of products that are going to be a little more broad spectrum is probably going to be the way to go to help with getting those insects controlled. And then also I would caution them to beware after they do that first application to come back 7 to 10 days later and do it again. Because oftentimes those pests will have, it'll control the adult forms, but maybe it doesn't control the egg form. And so, you know, 7 to 10 days later, you've got a whole new crop of adults. So folks can be using a product and think it's ineffective, but maybe they just didn't use it often enough for it to be effective. So I see a couple different avenues for them to go there. They could stick with the soap if they want to, you know, do least impact type kind of things with sequential applications, then bump it up to maybe some oils, horticultural oils would be maybe the next, and then possibly look at some permethrin type products.
Read and follow the label. Repeat application, folks. It's definitely going to be that for sure.
One thing I would say is sometimes we'll see recipes for, you know, like I would suggest that it be an insecticidal soap.
Right.
You know, rather than something that's formulated.
Yeah,
and I know that's what you were thinking. I just wanted to throw that in there.
No,
sometimes there's some homemade recipes
that's
that
a
may
lot of
not
homemade recipes.
provide the efficacy that we would hope.
Good clarification there. We don't want to be going out there and like spraying bubbles of joy.
No, we definitely don't want to do that. There's a difference between detergents and soaps, right? So you definitely want to be careful. But yeah, can you get rid of the black sooty mold coating though? Because that's usually a question we get. You know, I know Mother Nature kind of has to help you out with that.
To help weather it off. It'll naturally get weathered off, you know, eventually if the plant is an outside plant. Now, if we're talking about house plants, you might need to help that along.
Yeah, you probably need to clean it.
Yeah.
I think that depends a lot on the size of the plant and their location. And
and maybe they have this mango, I don't know, maybe it's in a greenhouse, then it would need some cleaning to try to help get that off. And so the leaves can do photosynthesis. If they're all covered up with black sooty mold, they're not going to be as efficient.
We hope you loved the video. We would love for you to ask more questions. Be sure to leave those questions in your comments.